Today I'm going to show you how to use Tacotron 2 as a complete beginner. So for this you'll need four things. You'll need a computer, a web browser, a Google account with Google Drive, and Audacity. In this part I'm just going to show you how to cut up your audio into different files, and then in the next part I'm going to show you how to actually use Tacotron to put that all together into the AI and make it speak. So for this part we're just going to find something we want to replicate. It could be really anyone. It could even be a song, a singer, really anything. For this specific tutorial, so we can avoid copyright, we're just going to go with a person. So just on this whole YouTube homepage, here's Jimmy Fallon. So let's just do Jimmy Fallon. Just type in who you want to do, and find a video that has a lot of him talking without any background noise. We want the less amount of background noise as possible. So if you're doing an artist, a song, make sure you put acapella in the search bar so that you only get the voice and none of the instruments or any of that. So for this, let's go ahead and just use the Jimmy Fallon video. Okay, so here's the video that we're going to use. We're going to want this as an MP3, so you can use literally any YouTube to MP3 converter. Just type in YouTube to MP3, click the first one, copy the URL, paste it into your YouTube to MP3 converter. And while this is downloading, let's go ahead and load up Audacity. So here's Audacity here. So once this is done, drag our video into Audacity, or audio, it's an audio now, and then open Audacity. There's two things we're going to do here. The first is make sure it's 22050, and the second is make sure it's mono. It'll say what it is right here. This is neither. So we're going to go down here and change 441 to 22050. And the second thing is to change stereo to mono. Click here, and click split stereo to mono. If this is grayed out, it means it's already mono and you don't have to do this. Click that, and then this is the tedious hard part. We have to take every sentence and put it into its own audio file and then just transcribe that. So here's what I mean. We don't want any start. We want as clear voice as possible. So start it after he says that. It's right here. And again, sentence by sentence. So then when you have your first audio portion, click Control B, type 1, and enter. And then you're going to want to start your second one. So again, highlight where the second sentence is, Control B, 2, enter. And you do that. I do it until I have about 60 to 100 files. The more files you have, the better it's going to sound. For this tutorial, I'm only going to do 20. It's not going to sound that great, but it's just an example. Okay, so I just transcribed the first 30 sentences on here. So then you're going to go to File, Export, Export Multiple. And then you're going to want to change a few settings here. Make sure this says labels instead of tracks. Make sure this is assigned 16-bit PCM. I've tried it with these other settings and it does not work. Make sure it's assigned 16 and make sure it's a WAV. And then just choose where you want it to output to. And then you just click export. And if all goes well, it'll say you successfully exported all your files here. You just click OK. So now when we go into our file structure here, we'll see all 30 of these in here. The next thing we're going to want to do is create the transcript of these files. So we're going to right click, click new, click text document, and call it list. Double click that, and this is a specific format we're going to need. It's going to have to be /WAVS/ and these are the name of all your files. So 1.wav and then this. Actually, we don't need the first slash. It's just WAVS/1.wav. And you repeat that for all your files. We have 30 files here. Okay, so now we have all 30 of our files here. So now this is another hard and tedious part. So you're going to have to listen to every single one of these files and transcribe the sentence. So we'll start with the first one. And you just enter what you hear here. And you do that for every single file until you've done all 30. Okay, after you transcribe every sentence, make sure there's a period after every single line. If you miss a period, you'll mess up the whole thing and it won't work. Once you save that, now you've successfully exported your sound files and created a transcript. Go to the next part to see how to put this all into Tacotron itself.